Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Seattle by Streetlight, right here on the Onyx Path channel. We have a bit of a show for you. The entire cast, or the entire cast's characters almost got pretty traumatized by last episode, which was not what I intended, but that's how it worked out, which was great. And we'll see what they do tonight. Let's start out quick with some character play and player introductions. Let's start on whichever my left or my right. I don't know. Ross.
Hi, I'm Russ. I will be playing AJ, who last time was told by the person that they were romantically interested in that they aren't human. So that's fun.
Jealous.
Yeah, very, very, very fun. I'm sorry, that's just how things played out. Moving down over to Simon.
Oh hi, I'm Simon at Wandering DM, and tonight I am playing James Flynn, who was told last week that he's dead.
Yes, that did happen. I'm so mean to you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, then let's move over to Shauna.
Hey, I'm Shauna. I'm playing Steph, who is also quite. It's actually broken because she realized maybe she got her friends into a situation which hurt them and doesn't know who to trust. So, good place to be in tonight.
So, Gabe, tell us about your character and where they're at.
Hi, I'm Gabe James Games. I'm playing Lucas. Sometimes he talks to ghosts. Other than that, he's got two dates. I mean, life isn't terrible, to be honest, for Lucas. All this stuff is weird and it doesn't make sense, but it's possible that he's just shoving it down real far and is focusing on the fact that he has a date with two people that are ghouls, but that's not important.
And last but not least, we have McLoken.
Hi, I'm Nick Loken. Today I'll be playing Damian Foster, who is a very investigative person and very curious for his own good kind of character. I'm excited where things go and where we take up. So yeah.
And I, as always, am your storyteller, Kika. And last week, as it was a bit touched on, our group were exploring the tunnels below University of Washington, heading towards Gaswork Parks after participating in a fight club. There, they had been followed by the Pit King and ended up getting attacked by him when the subject of ghouls came up. Luckily, since there was a bunch of them, they were able to gang up on him and take him out before people were too seriously injured. Except for Lucas. And from there, they met. They discovered an underground Promethean laboratory, hospital, some sort of complex that these constructs, these facsimiles of humanity, these created individuals were living in, which is where James found out about his own undead nature and got a few more bits of information, such as AJ's not like the fact that AJ's not a human. And we left off right as the group were leaving that underground complex and heading up back into Gasworks Park, where they emerge at night. It is a bit warmer tonight than it's been the other nights. The snow is starting to melt a little bit, or it did during the day, and it's refreezing a little, but not too much. It's maybe like just about freezing level, whereas before it was a bit colder than that. The sky is cloudy, so you can't see a thing, and it's very dark. That line of trees is blocking the lights from the streets. And you're all left out in the cold with information, some answers, more questions. And it's up to you what to do now.
So how's everybody feeling?
AJ walks away.
I think Steph also walks away. She's
That's 2 not goods.
How do you think I'm feeling?
Confused, hurt, lost, frustrated, misunderstood, deceived, unsure, and potentially a little angry.
Make that a lot angry.
Well, I mean, in retrospect, if it's any consolation, learning something new about yourself doesn't necessarily change the opinions of people around you. You're still you to me.
But I'm made of different parts.
So apparently I'm going on a date with 2 ghouls, and other people have abilities, and we fought a vampire. So if you're made of different parts, at least you're not trying to kill me, and you're still the same person that I met in the end of the day. It's a win in my book.
But how do I know I won't try to kill you at some point? I'm a monster.
I can hear dead people. That would make me technically crazy. But life isn't always about assurances. It's just about what we feel like is real. And we're still your friends, right? You're still my friend.
Thanks.
Look, I thought you might have been a vampire. So, to be honest, I thought I don't know. I thought Steph might be like a witch or something at this point. But to be honest, for some reason, we've still stuck together, which means that, well, I guess technically, in a way, if you're not necessarily alive or made of different parts, you're kind of a superhero.
I'm Frankenstein's monster.
And we only saw that book written in a way from someone in an age where they thought really terrible things were okay. So let's rewrite the story and make it cool as hell.
Well, actually, one aspect of that is Frankenstein's monster, or actually the book Frankenstein, Frankenstein's creation. The only reason he was viewed as a monster is because society didn't understand him. He actually did form a friendship in the story, if I remember correctly, but I think the moral of the story is that a lot of people wouldn't understand this. So we understand, and we're not going to push you away.
Look, when you found out that I could hear a dead child, you didn't freak out.
I mean, I freaked out a little inside.
Mm-hmm. But you're still here.
Yeah.
Let me be real. It is kind of weird finding out that you might be made of different parts, but if we gauge it against what our whole day was like, that's definitely not the weirdest part of today. We went to an underground fighting ring.
I think we all need a drink.
Yes, actually.
That was my plan originally, but I don't know if I can even drink anymore.
Can you get drunk?
There's only one way to find out.
Okay, but should we get Steph and AJ? Something happened with AJ. I don't know what, but I don't want to leave him alone.
Sure. And I'm gonna yell, AJ, Steph, we're gonna drink and drown our sorrows. Did they turn around?
AJ wouldn't turn around, but you would notice that their pace slows slightly.
I think that's a solid maybe.
How does Steph react?
I think Steph's gone. She didn't walk back to the direction of the college, though.
Where is Steph going?
Steph is going to kind of her alone time spot, which is just basically a halted, like, dual level, like, apartment thing where she just kind of hangs out.
We will come back to that in a minute then. Let's resolve this scene here at the park first with AJ.
AJ would turn around after a moment and say, "You're going to drink?"
Yeah. That's
after everything that just happened.
It's the most normal thing we can do. And then we're not alone. And also, he's been trying to get us to go out for a drink for a while.
Okay.
Bad.
At least 2 days.
Count me in, but reminder, the 3 of us are all under 21.
I'm actually 21.
The 2 of us are both under 21.
We can get virgin drinks.
Or
That doesn't seem nearly as fun. James, what is the nearest bar that doesn't card?
I'm pretty sure I can get you all in the Grizzled Wizard without carding.
Cool. I'm in.
Cool. Steph?
I'm gonna call
Steph's already
phone.
gone. At this, I think she just walked through the woods.
Yeah, I'm gonna call her phone, and she's probably not gonna pick up. Does she pick up?
No, she doesn't.
Hey, Steph, it's Lucas. I'm sure you probably know that. I hope that you're not freaking out alone and or not going after Carol alone, because you do give me a really dope Birds of Prey personality, but I'm scared of you going in alone. We are not going to go drink.
She definitely did that thing where it's not the phone is off. It's that thing where you do when you hear the little chime, and then you hit the little mute button, and then it goes to voicemail. She did that.
Yeah, that checks out.
I would text her as well and being like, whenever you're wanting to tonight, if you are, come to the Crystal Wizard and help me find out if it's run by a mage. Wait, muted?
You're muted.
Muted. There we go.
Yeah.
Ha. So you get like after a little bit you get a text that just says, "Not going to do anything stupid. Just need some alone time."
You get the 07 salute.
You notify me if you need to, and that'll be it.
Okay, so we will come back to the main group in a moment and check in on Steph. How far away is this apartment?
It's the complex is decently close to the college. It's like one of those things that was stalled halfway through, so it's just a bunch of like construction material. It's not like Delert. It's just kind of like it stopped mid construction.
Oh, it's probably by the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
The one drawbridge in Seattle.
Yeah.
It's one of those buildings where people keep climbing onto the scaffolding and graffitiing them, and then people have to go and paint over it, and then it just gets graffitied again. So it's not that long from the park, because park's pretty close to UW anyway, so it doesn't take you that long to get there. You're able to jog over there in about 10 minutes. Probably you're getting there about the same time as the group is getting to the Grizzly Wizard, honestly. Imagine you would quickly get past the fence because you've been here before. This is basically your place. It's a little like hazardous. There's broken glass. The floor is a bit creaky. It's one of those places where it isn't really lived in by the homeless population because it's not very safe to be there generally, but you have enough of a good sense of the place to keep yourself from getting hurt while you're there. What are you doing there tonight?
I mean, she's trying to get her mind off things, so she is probably going to do a little bit of like non-productive, just trying to take pictures. Like nothing she's going to keep. She just likes the activity. And then
engaging in your hobby to get your mind off the overwhelming stress of things.
Yeah, she's just kind of trying to find some area of comfort, and she's also doing this. She's also like has her little like emergency thing of like smoking, and she's gonna just smoke up and just kind of take pictures, just kind of lay on some of the girders and just kind of be alone for a while.
Engaging in your vice of isolation. Well, you spend your time alone in this familiar and forlorn place, just letting your feelings melt away and letting yourself almost completely melt away. It's almost meditative what you're doing, and you may take your benefits from engaging in your vice.
Nice. Yeah, she also picked this spot also because it's new, so it doesn't have any like residual like memories for psychometry either. So she doesn't have to worry necessarily about like setting that off or getting any sort of unpleasant readings. She's had a bunch of unpleasant readings in like the last 2 days.
Oh yeah, certainly. This place, compared to everything you've been to, is so blessedly quiet. There's no psychic intrusions into your mind, and it's usually difficult to find a place like this that's so very almost clean feeling to you.
Yeah, and she just looks, she's going through this either kind of like distant or alternately just kind of just very, very sad looking. Like she doesn't usually like to express that in front of like people. So this is where she kind of like lets some of those feelings out. Someplace she can control. So fun times and Steph's alone time.
And how exactly does she express these feelings that she's feeling?
It's usually just a lot of just kind of sitting, a lot of just like thinking, and just maybe even like a little bit considering what she went to, just a little bit of crying, because it's like what's been going on has kind of dragged up unpleasant memories for her.
And as you just finish letting these emotions wash out, you're left feeling almost empty from the effort. You know how when you cry like really hard and then afterwards you just feel almost empty completely?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're like in that space.
it's appropriate.
And as you sort of feel like you're done here, like you're about ready to go, you hear something strange. It's not close, it's something outside, but you almost think you can hear a kind of distant honk.
Hmm.
Anyway, group, you guys get to the Grizzled Wizard. It's gonna be like, what day is it? It's Friday, right?
I believe so. I believe
Yeah,
it would
so
be
it's
early morning Friday, like 1
yeah.
a.m.
Oh, yeah, early morning. It's not as packed as it would be if it were earlier, but it's still fairly busy tonight. Grizzled Wizard is this kind of dive bar. It has a very like fancy Grizzled Wizard, the Grizzled Wizard painted on the door, and has a pinball machine, and it's sort of one of those establishments that doesn't have a lot of width to its space, but it goes back into the block more, you know? It's longer than it is wide. Has the bar on the left side when you walk in, and, you know, bar stools around it. And then on the right, there are like some little booths. And in the front, there's another long table with some bar stools where people can hang out kind of close to the pinball machine. The bartender, Teddy, recognizes James right away and gives him just like a stern nod. Teddy is a bigger, like kind of built person who is darker skinned, has is wearing a bright pink baseball cap turned backwards.
Hey, Teddy, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, James. How are you doing?
Like shit.
Isn't that the standard for coming here?
Mhm.
So it'll be the usual. Who are your friends?
They're mates in my club.
Well, I'll make sure to treat them right. You're able to
Cool.
find some seats fairly easily. There's, just for convenience sake, we'll say that there are 4 empty seats all next to each other. The Grizzled Wizard doesn't have that many like specialty drinks, but you know Teddy can make pretty much just about anything you ask for.
I'm gonna start my night off with like the biggest pitcher of beer he can get me.
Just house beer off the tap. What kind are you going for?
Something local. If he has like
Excuse
one
me.
from like a microbrewery or something.
Oh yeah, of course. This is Seattle.
Yeah, I figured.
So yeah, just pitcher of beer, 4 glasses, and he looks over the group and says, "You know, I'm supposed to ask for ID." Wink.
Yeah, we're all 21 and up, don't worry.
Well, as long as you're the one paying, that's fine, I guess.
Yep. And I'll get my credit card out. I'll open up a tab
All right.
with my
Oh.
meager TA salary.
Fantastic. This is on his bill then?
Yep.
Cool. I push the beer that was poured in front of me to James and say, 2 shots of the worst tequila that you have.
I like your style. Just straight up, or
Oh, just straight up.
all right. just slams 2 shot glasses on the table, like whips a bottle out and pours. Enjoy.
Right. AJ just pops the first one and like has a moment where it's like you're not sure if they're actually gonna drink it or if like that's coming back up. And then they drink it, and then they grab the second one and do the same thing.
That's pretty standard with shitty tequila.
Mm-hmm. And AJ just looks at James and says, I will pay you back. Don't worry about that.
Oh, look, after tonight... I mean, chances are they'll decline my card at some point once they realize that. Actually, can someone look me up on the internet? On their phone?
Yeah, sure.
AJ pulls out their phone. Their phone's dead.
Phil.
What am I looking for?
News about the bus crash, I guess?
What
Okey-dokey.
bus crash?
The one I died in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
You weren't in the room.
What?
I drank my whole glass. I just down it.
You do?
Yes.
You do.
Oh,
It
Uh-oh.
fuck.
I have questions, comments, and concerns.
it doesn't quite taste like you're expecting, and it's not awful, and you're fine for a moment. But then you just feel like a hard contraction in your gut. And it sort of pops up a bit. And then it happens again, like way stronger.
I'll be right back. I run for the bathroom.
And yeah, you're just able to make it before you just get right into that your face right into that toilet before everything in you just comes out all at once.
Oh, fuck.
So you might not have been there for that. Looks like... You remember I was hearing the voice of a dead girl?
We'll get back to that. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Teddy, does he normally vomit after 1 beer?
Oh, definitely not. But you are hearing the voice of a dead girl. Are you okay?
I think I might start with water. It's going to be a long night.
More beer for me. And I grab the beer that was poured for Lucas and start drinking that.
I'm glad we're all having constructive, like, recovery of this thing.
Mm-hmm. We're dealing with our problems in an adult manner.
As long as you tip me, I'm happy. And he gets Lucas some more.
Damien, why are you so quiet?
I'm really kind of taking everything in at the moment. Just with how James, if that is actually normal, or is it something when he has a realization of, what he is, now he can't ingest? He's kind of like taking notes at the same time, a little bit fascinated. And my cat's being super adorable on my lap, so it's distracting. And he's just kind of like thinking about stuff, and then also forgot that AJ was not in the room when all this was revealed. So he kind of leans over to AJ, and he's like, do you remember when Steph and I snuck off and we saw that man, and I did the aura reading on him, and I saw the stitches? That's the same for James.
Yeah, he's a Promethean.
Yes.
Cameron told me.
What?
But what do you mean died? I thought he was already dead then.
He's I think he's trying to comprehend everything that happened, and he's struggling.
Wait, what is there to comprehend? Cameron said that they already know that they're Prometheans.
He didn't know.
He was made by
Are you sure
somebody
he's
else.
not lying?
Yeah, because remember that is Teddy still just standing there?
Teddy's serving other customers.
Okay. So
I would assume that we're whispering this conversation
Yeah.
and not just being like, "Oh, he's dead already. That's nice."
so that
Yeah, and there's definitely
He's
like
a
other-
Promethean? Oh!
There's also like other noise around, so
that dead girl whose voice I've been hearing,
Uh-huh.
pretty sure part of her is inside of James.
I think that's illegal.
Yeah.
by the way, James, you can come back anytime.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want.
I think it's on that like comment that I come back.
He's got 2 hearts.
And one of them is hers.
Hey, buddy. You okay?
So when did you die?
Okay. Maybe lead differently.
AJ's legitimately just like leaning over Lucas and like you can smell the tequila and everything.
It happened on my way back to university when I came back from my parents. The Greyhound bus.
Like literally like a week ago? A few days ago?
Yeah, like 3 days ago.
Are you sure?
I look at the empty glass of beer and I'm like, I'm getting surer by the second. Here, I take AJ's hand.
Okay.
And I put your hand on my heart. And just go like, feel it.
Dude, you're hot and all, but this is kind of
It's not just
uncomfortable.
just feel the heartbeats.
Damien, he said he was hot.
AJ,
Write
you
that
definitely
down.
feel
Okay,
They
taking
said he
notes.
was hot.
2 different rhythms that don't quite sync up.
Okay. All right. So who brought you back?
I don't know. Not Cameron. Or if it was, I just don't remember.
I mean, from what Cameron was saying, it seems like you shouldn't be you. Like when a Promethean is brought back, they aren't who they were.
I'm gonna lean over to Damien. How much do you think Cameron told them? And I'm like kind of side-eyeing maybe drunk AJ.
It sounds like a lot, but I'm also curious on why he was upset when he left. Is he a Promethean?
So do you think Cameron could be a Promethean making himself, and then maybe AJ is also a Promethean, so they're a Promethean, but they don't know it, and maybe they were made by the same person that made James.
What? AJ, you'd be dead too?
Is this a conversation that's happening out loud? Because it seemed more like Lucas was talking to Damien.
Is it allowed?
I'm talking to Damien, but it's out loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, Damien just starts chugging a beer, and he's just like his brain is like exploding from like all the possibilities.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
AJ looks at Lucas and says, no, I'm human.
Can I feel your heartbeat?
Sure.
I feel your chest. Is it just beating like a normal heart?
You definitely feel something.
That
What
I don't
does
like the
that
way you said
mean?
that. I don't like that. I don't
That
like
makes
that.
me scared.
Does it feel normal?
I don't know. Do you have much medical training?
Let's look at my character sheet.
I'm concerned now.
Nope.
Yeah, it feels probably normal.
Okay, never mind. You seem fine. They're not.
I think
a
you just wanted to
Promethean,
touch my
Damien.
chest.
What?
Kind of. You got muscles. It's dope.
It does seem like you're all just touching each other tonight.
Yeah. Lucas just says that.
And you have 2 dates. Are
Yeah.
you really gonna go on 2 dates with
Yeah.
those people?
Yeah. Don't be like that. They seem nice.
This isn't a race thing. This is more of a they're ghouls who eat people thing.
Yeah, but they don't know that I know.
Are you sure? We did just beat up their boss.
Yeah, but then their boss got put in a box or something.
Well, technically, we beat up not their boss, but part of their group. Their boss is yet undetermined and may be a.
We
Let's
beat a
say
key
they're
holder.
alpha then.
Yeah, we
Okay.
beat their key holder, but we didn't find their manager yet.
Okay.
Please stop talking to me in the terms of retail work. I really don't want to think on that. I have too many memories.
Is that in character or out of character?
Both.
Both. Well, AJ, AJ, let's talk about something happy. Tell me about Cameron.
AJ legitimately just snort laughs. I'm not gonna do it because I feel like it wouldn't turn out well. And just looks and goes, Cameron, what do you want to hear about Cameron?
You got a thing for Dr. Frankenfurter? Like,
Different thing, but
yeah, but that was the sexier one, I thought. I don't know what's cool.
AJ just puts a single hand on Lucas's shoulder and goes, I know you don't.
That seems like that was rude, but I feel like you're drunk, so you're gonna get a pass on this one.
Only this one time.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Did you touch his butt?
no.
Did you want to?
He wanted to kill me.
Whoa.
Why?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you still like him? That should
I
have been a
don't know.
no. That should have been a no right away.
Mm,
You cannot
mean-
talk about me going on dates with 2 potentially flesh-eating people, and your boyfriend crush wants to kill you, but you maybe still like him.
but he didn't kill me.
So what you're saying is, if I go on the dates and I don't get eaten, then it's okay.
Well, you haven't seen them yet.
Eh.
They might still eat you.
If I'm lucky. When I take a drink of my water.
AJ, why did Cameron want to kill you?
Oh, that's a great
Wow.
question.
Because he's a big dummy. Who can't handle all of this.
So
Best episode.
you were so sexy that Cameron wanted to kill you for it.
Yeah.
Maybe Cameron wanted to kill you to turn you into a Promethean so that you would live with him forever.
Oh my god, does Cameron have a weird Promethean fetish?
Cameron is a Promethean.
Wait, did Cameron make himself?
I don't think so. I know Cameron made Saturday.
Wait,
And
so
then
what if-
Saturday's a doctor for other. Ooh.
Oh my god,
Um,
Damien, I might be right. What if the same person that made Cameron made James? And I sink back and lean in my chair so far. And then I almost fall when I catch myself.
At this
So
point,
many
it's definitely showing that AJ is getting drunk.
So many
Yeah.
notes I need to take.
But apparently, Cameron's a dad. And, I'm not ready for that kind of responsibility to be a parent. I think I'd do well with a dog, or a goldfish. But a fully grown person made out of other people sounds like a lot. And they are working on their medical degree, and that sounds like a lot.
Well, at least you don't have to drive him anywhere.
I don't even have a car. What would I do? What if I need to take them to ballet?
They're getting their medical degree. I don't think they need you to take them to ballet.
I don't think Cameron has an actual child. Saturday kept calling him Daddy. I think Saturdays is...
I heard dad, not daddy. Because if it's daddy, then that might be something else that I need to consider.
He did say dad.
Okay. Sorry, my mind is fuzzy. After all the revelations. Cut me some slack.
Yeah. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it was Daddy Cameron.
I think I'm more uncomfortable with that than I was with him being a father.
Well,
Oh my God. Okay, hear me out. So, the person who made James might have also made Cameron. And what if it's someone who's obsessed with the Avatar movies because they made James Cameron?
I'm not rewarding this. God damn it. I shouldn't have said anything. I try to keep a straight face.
Please
That's it.
give him inspiration.
Game's
Please
over.
give him inspiration or
That-
something.
There's gotta be something.
A yellow submarine from the depths of the ocean floats into the bar. It is I, James Cameron. You can ask me one question.
You
Oh my
gain one
God.
willpower back.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That's fine. I'll take it. That might have been the highlight of my entire Twitch career right there.
Wait, are you saying James Cameron? Oh.
I don't know. I hear dead people. Anything is possible.
I'm just looking at James at this point, and I'm like, are they okay? Do they need a doctor?
I don't think I want to send them back to that doctor.
I didn't say we could send them back to that doctor. We could take them to the campus doctor.
Are you both okay? Are you guys drunk?
Oh, no, I've only had water. I just figured we needed to laugh, but I was a little serious.
Okay.
Like Damien's
I'm
just
not
pouring a second
drunk.
beer and he's like, I'm drinking beer. I mean,
But
I'm not drunk. You're all drunk.
Oh no. Oh no. I hate that kind of drunk. So, Steph.
Oh no.
On that note, hard cut to Steph. So, you heard this honk.
Oh no. I'm gonna try and hide and see what this honk is. This is. I'm on the campus, but like it's weird to see these geese doing this
It's weird to see geese
at night. At night.
Yeah, at night.
Now that I think about it, like I don't.
Yeah.
geese, no.
Please
Uh-oh.
do a stealth. How are you hiding?
I'm kind of just like trying to. It's one of those things where you kind of get like lie still and like low to the ground, like using my elevation to kind of like make sure I'm not seen.
So, are you using more like your knowledge of the terrain to hide?
Sure.
And that would be I think an intelligence stealth roll.
All right. That is cool.
And
Let's
I'll
see.
give you like an extra die because you're very familiar.
Yes. Geese can sense fear. Ooh, 4 successes.
That's really good. Okay,
Look, I'm not even there, geese. That's right.
Yeah, you're just invisible to this goose. You get low and you're able to like shift you're actually able to find like a little crack in the wall that you know of that you can kind of maneuver around and get like a good downward view of this goose. And you see this goose like looking up at the building, and it sort of tilts its head, and it definitely looks like it's searching for something.
Yeah. Just hear like Steph under her breath, like, what What's your deal, you little asshole? What's in there?
After a few moments, someone sort of like stumbles out of the brush. It's a person about 5'9", wearing very colorful clothing that looks very obvious that they made it themselves. And they also look like they are a huge fan of the Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat look.
Mm-hmm.
And they move very gracefully as they come out, almost like they're dancing. And then they come up to the goose and are like, "What did you want to show me here?" And the goose like turns and looks at this person and just like doesn't like honk, but makes like lower, softer goose noises.
Yeah.
And this person goes, "I know I heard from May. It's been very suspicious, and I think it's about time we did something. But I don't see anyone here."
Somewhere in that conversation, Steph is taking out her phone and is now recording this.
They're a bit far away for your phone to be able to pick them up.
Okay.
Plus there's still some background noise from the occasional car driving by.
Yeah.
You're just only barely able to hear them.
She might be doing that thing too where she like you hold it and you kind of zoom in just so that she's not necessarily seen. Like it's like that zoom where it's super pixelated.
Yeah, super grainy.
Yeah,
digital zoom.
Yeah. Not to necessarily record if there's not much, but just be able to kind of see if there's anything.
I mean, you can't hear, like the recording won't pick up the sound, is what I mean.
Yeah.
You can record some
I think
image.
This is also for future process. Make sure she wasn't like just seeing shit when she was high.
Very valid. Fair and valid. It's like, well, I guess we need to go in and search a bit more, but I don't think they're actually here. Like, I'm usually able to pick this stuff up. And the goose just lets out like an angry, like, ah. Like, okay, fine. And this person and this goose both slip in past the fence and go into the building, and you can hear them walking around on the floor below you. You can hear this person's feet like crunching on some old broken glass and debris, and you can hear them going slowly up the stairs.
Oh, this is worse now. Like,
yes.
Steph is like, it's gone from like eavesdropping, like stealthiness to like, I am forcing myself to barely breathe and not move, so I don't make any noise. Like there's someone in the house. Kind of tense.
Yes. It's made a bit funnier by the fact that these footsteps are also accompanied by like the sort of slappy feet of the goose. Goose's left feet. So, as you're listening, I mean, you definitely hear this person getting closer and closer. And suddenly they stop. You hear a like low buzzing, like from a phone. Thankfully, since you're holding your phone, you know it's not yours.
Although I'm like,
but,
I'm praying.
Like, you are scared for a moment.
I'm like, please don't call. No one call. No one call.
And you hear, "Hello. Look, I was just following one of them, and look, Wesley is missing and May is on my ass about it. And like, ugh. Like I fed her like right after tonight and I got the full report and I don't know. I think they're becoming a problem and we're going to have to do something about it soon. I mean, that's just where I'm at. Yes, I think they got away, but I know where they all live, so don't worry about anything. It'll be dealt with. Okay, I'll be right there. And they hang up, and you hear both this person and this goose walking away. And they're not like rushing, they're taking their time. So it takes a while for them to go. And as they go outside, you can see them through this crack again. And this person just stops before going out of view and turns. Takes one more look at the building. We do one more roll for the drama.
Okay.
And you freeze and inhale.
Yeah.
As they stare, and you think for a moment that they make eye contact with you.
Cool.
But they eventually turn and walk away. Yeah.
Good at hiding, thank goodness.
Yeah, that stealth roll is real good. It's real good. You're real lucky you got that, because usually this character is... Anyway. So.
Yeah,
Is there anything Steph wants to do before we end this scene?
Steph is going to just wait until, just wait a good couple minutes to make sure, once they leave, she's going to get her stuff back, as quiet as she can, climb back down, and she's running toward the bar at this point. It's been, how long do you think it's been?
It's probably been about half an hour.
They're still, they haven't, if they intend to drink, they're going to be there for a little while. They probably haven't started. So I'm going to run because I sure as heck with that conversation cannot go back home. To be absolutely fair, if we go to college and we live in the dorms, it's not exactly hard to find out where we live.
Nope. And that goose has been following y'all.
Well, that goose knows. That goose has bitten someone. It's not great. All right, yep, I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run just full bore back toward the bar. Like you said, James has said the name of the bar so many times. Okay, this is worth it.
Yeah, the Grizzled Wizard.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's not that far from where you are right now. You are actually between the bar and the school right now.
Yeah, if there's anything that good Steph's good at is running for a while. So she'll just just book it.
Okay, so you run back to the bar. You rush through the streets, eventually getting your way to the brightly lit 45th Street where the Grizzled Wizard is.
Yes.
And you burst in just as a very intoxicated couple who have gotten very handsy with each other are leaving. And you see the rest of your club at the bar having a drink. It seems like AJ has had quite a few at this point. Damien is pretty all right, and Lucas is very obviously drinking water. James isn't drinking, which is not quite what you'd expect.
Yeah. Steph
and all of you see Steph just burst in.
I did the same thing. I had this. When we said our characters, I had to try so hard not to say Jess.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steph is on ever since that the goose was there. It has been adrenaline time. She looks a mess. She's been crying, so her makeup's run, and she just reeks of light pot at this moment. Like if you get close enough, and she just runs. She makes eye contact with whoever she sees first, runs, and just slams her hand on the table. It's like we're in trouble. Holy shit!
What is it?
Is this one on your tab too?
Yeah, sure.
This is gonna sound weird.
Weirder than zombie men.
I would say yes, it would. Yes, it would, AJ. So
I find that hard.
so I went to the construction apartments outside of campus. Sat there, and guess what was there?
Construction tools.
Friend the goose.
Goose.
Just sneaking around there, away from campus, and then somebody.
Oh, yeah, you're the guy from the goose video.
Yes.
You're famous, Lucas.
Still mad at you. Yes, I am, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, AJ.
You're welcome.
That video is great. I love it.
Yeah.
I like the remixes. Those are fun.
Oh yeah, I like the one that goes with like the initial D music.
I hear you.
Oh, wait, Stephanie. I like kind of lean in a little bit, and I go, what about who showed up?
Okay, so the goose showed up at night.
Yes.
And it was looking for something, and then somebody dressed super, super colorfully came out, talked to the goose, and they specifically talked. The person mentioned May and mentioned that we were becoming a problem, and they knew how to deal with us, and they knew where we lived. She'll also be taking out the phone and showing the super, super grainy, like 5 pixels of like maybe a person and like some sort of small like gray object.
You definitely see the colors.
Yep.
Maybe the goose is Carol.
That's
Maybe
not
the
funny.
rainbow is Carol.
I'm not joking.
At that point, like when everyone's talking, Damien would look at all the other people in the bar, and is there anyone watching us or keeping an eye on us?
Apart from the bartender?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Okay. Well. This is.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us should split up tonight.
I have Carmen. Okay.
Carmen?
My roommate. She is so powerful.
I don't think in the manner that you're speaking that powerful.
Okay, she wore heels in the snow before winter break.
I don't
That's
think
pretty powerful.
ghouls will care about that.
I
Yeah.
think they should.
Nor-
Ghouls care about fashion, from what I've learned.
Well,
Of course. I mean, look at Lucas dressed all fancy like.
because they want to eat him.
Or eat me.
I don't know what the second type of eating you're referring to is.
Oral coitus.
Fair.
So, Steph.
Yeah. So we can't go back home.
I mean,
Cool.
You can.
I
Yeah.
disagree. I think you saw a rainbow talking to a gray dot. And
Yeah.
I can go home whenever I want.
I mean, you can go home.
Yeah.
I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to wake up alive.
Well, the problem is
Well,
that
maybe I'm a Promethean. Have you considered that?
Yes, I have. But
I
if you're ripped limb from limb, I don't know if that's gonna help. How's it going, James?
not
James,
that
do you
great.
think you could ask Cameron to put me back together if I was ripped apart?
Maybe. I don't know how it works.
Would I come back as AJ or as Super AJ?
I think you'd come back as pieces of AJ and pieces of other people.
Ooh. Okay.
I really wonder where Cameron gets all these body parts. But yeah, Steph,
Probably from the morgue.
Yeah.
He does work at a hospital.
I'm doing okay, Steph, I think. It's just, everything's just... I'm trying to focus. But I've been reminded today that I have friends. So...
Acquaintances.
Well, at least Lucas says he's my friend.
That's nice.
I'm all your friends.
Until you get eaten like a snack.
Yeah, I am a snack.
Do you think you'd be a fulfilling meal for some ghouls?
Honey, I'm a full course. What's good?
That's fair.
Anyways, let's just catch the goose. Yeah, like why not?
Yeah,
Well,
that worked. According to that video, that worked out very well the last time.
Okay.
why do
one,
we have to catch the goose?
That's because for two reasons. One, it's because nobody helped me and y'all watched me and then filmed it and put it on the internet without my permission. Still bad, still disrespectful.
That was me.
Yes. Steph enthused it and Steph brought it up like it was a good thing. Bad Steph.
It was
Two,
funny.
You're
Called it
full
hits.
funny. Two, very upset about that. If the goose is talking to Sunshine, Rainbow, Cabbage Patch, Demon Lord, let's just catch the goose. If
No,
the
but
goose can talk,
why do we have to catch it when we could just have someone else catch it for us?
because no one's gonna believe us.
But if the goose is harassing someone on campus and we call animal control, then we might have some hope.
But what if the goose kills animal control?
And we have
Well,
problems.
here's the thing. If we do it on campus, then there are people watching. Goose can't kill all of us, or maybe it can. I don't know yet. But if it does kill animal control, then we know for future that goose killed.
Also, a thought, Lucas. Did it bite you at all? Did that goose bite you?
I literally don't even remember. I just didn't like it.
According to this mark in the video, when Lucas gets snapped at, there's no contact.
Oh, good, because
It gets close.
I remember the comments about some people talking about werewolves, and I think that'd be really bad too.
Do you
Wait,
think
gotta
the
go get the
goose is a
dumb goose.
weregoose?
You know
No.
what?
About that goose.
I don't know, because someone just talked to that goose, and it understood, and I have no idea what happened.
I think it. Okay, so hear me out, right? So,
Mhm.
And I make sure no one else is around when I'm having this conversation. So, ghouls exist, and they're created by when a vampire feeds a human blood, and then they're a servant of theirs. I don't understand the context yet, but if we think about the lore of Dracula, and if Dracula was actually a vampire of some sort, Dracula actually had familiars that were animals that protected him. It might be the same thing with the goose. Maybe vampires can feed blood to a goose, and the same thing happens. I'm not sure, but it might be in the same circles.
And just a reminder about that. You read its aura,
Yes,
and it
tendrils
was
of blood.
terrifying. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Can I bring something up? We
Sure,
still
everything's
haven't
on the
found
table.
Carol.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm all for going after the goose, but shouldn't we also check, like, the other notes that she had?
What other notes? Weren't they about the goose and the tunnels and
And the advisor.
Yeah, I
Well,
thought about that. Well, that
did you
would.
learn anything about the advisor?
I haven't had time
Did
to
Saturday say
talk to him.
anything?
I do know the last thing what Carol was investigating, though.
Wait, was
Well, Lucas, remember that Saturday said she was looking into the hospital, something
Yeah.
about people going in and coming out with less.
Mm-hmm.
oh. So I think, and I look at James and say, I think we shouldn't take them to the hospital then.
Or we could. And that
Or
way
we
we
could.
could start looking into the hospital.
Or
Also-
we could take you to the hospital.
Also, Lucas got his ass kicked pretty badly by the Pit King.
No, but we could take James to the hospital because he's already dead. We could just stitch an arm back on.
That's gonna raise
I
questions.
want that. I don't even know if it'll work.
Let's take me to the hospital. I probably have a concussion from how hard the Pit King pushed my face into the ground.
And into his knee.
yeah, so like, let's just not let me die.
Can we not do that tonight, though?
No, tonight is a bad idea.
Okay.
Tomorrow is a better idea.
Because I'm feeling sleepy.
Yeah.
So, what do we do in the meantime? I mean, if we want to chance the dorm, which I would suggest we don't, because
Steph, we
they
don't
are looking
always
for
have to
us.
do something. We can just do nothing, which, if people are watching us, is probably the smarter move.
You said they know where we live, right?
Yes.
We could go sleep at Carol's.
They know where Carol
They would know where
lives.
Carol lived.
But they're probably not watching it.
But yeah, they probably don't think we'd go back to that place. I need to go check on
Saka.
Daka.
Okay.
Yeah, Saka.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to talk to Carol's girlfriend?
The answer is yes, but no one wants to say it because it's sad.
We should though.
I'm going to take a nap.
Also, we've had such good luck with talking to people and them turning into or being ghouls, Prometheans, people that talk to Goose.
We've
No.
only had one.
Backwards grade.
issue.
I do know what a ghoul's aura looks like now.
What does it look like?
It looks human on the outside, but when it comes closer to them, it is like dark, manipulated, somewhat of a blood look to it. Not the same as the goose, but like
I mean, like the
something
tentacles.
Something yeah, but something is different. They're still human, but there's something additional added to it.
Great. Good. Well, at least we know. Although, well, it is obvious when you do that. So maybe if we need to. So, what's the plan? Because right now I'm a little high, I'm tired, and I'm mostly wiped out.
I think we all should go sleep.
Whatever your plan is, it's last call.
Shit, already?
Closing
You got here late.
time.
Nah. I'll close my tab.
Teddy does all the tab closey thing. I'm not super familiar because I very rarely pay for my own drinks.
Valid.
And hands you back your card.
Thanks, Diddy.
Yeah.
Hey, you, have you seen... Hey, does any one of you have a picture of Carol?
What?
A friend of ours. I wondered if she came by here by any chance.
I hold up a picture on my phone.
Cool.
Like,
Yeah, her.
I don't know, looks kind of familiar, but I see a lot of people come through here.
Oh, well. It was worth a shot.
As we start making our way out, I kind of look at everyone. I go, "Well, are you guys all going back to your places, or?"
Yes.
I'm sober. I can drive people around. Wait. No, we don't have a car. Shit. Well, I can help people get home.
I'll be fine. I know my way through the city.
Let's go, buddy. And I'm gonna put
Okay.
armor on AJ.
Okay. AJ's just leaning on you.
Yep.
Steph, do you want me to go back to your dorm?
I don't know if I want to go back to there. I mean, I can go back to the construction site. No one's there. No one knows I'm there, and at least I can
You're not gonna sleep outside in this weather.
Well, it's better than waiting for ghouls to break into my dorm room.
I mean, we can go back to my place and then see what kind of formulate a plan from there.
I mean, do we know anything that we can use in case?
I mean,
I start writing an email to Saturday asking what is good defenses against a vampire.
Note. Like, obviously, she doesn't respond right away. It's not like she's IMing you.
Yeah.
You just get like a chain of like 51-word emails.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I'm kidding.
all right. Well, what about sleeping at Carol's?
I'm in.
Or you can crash at my place. I live off campus. I mean, I know they know I'm there, but we have Saka.
Honestly, I don't even. Let's just go to James's. It doesn't really matter much if we're at least together.
Yeah.
Well, we all die together, I guess.
Okay.
It's better than dying by. It's better than getting picked off one by one. So
Well,
I feel
speak
like if
for
we're
yourself.
together, we probably won't die. That's the idea.
Yeah.
So I need to make sure Carmen's okay. I share a place with her.
Do you want to call her? Do you want to let her know you're not going to be home tonight?
Sleepover.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to sleep over my place, you can.
How many beds and or couches do you have?
Well. And AJ would describe their apartment, which is much nicer than the average college dorm student apartment. There's an extra guest bed. There are 2 couches. Yes, there are 3 beds in the place.
Very nice for a college student.
damn. Holy.
Especially in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Just flashback to Steph's apartment, which is just a dorm room, just covered in like clothes and shit. It's like, oh.
Yeah, my mom has some good connections, and so does my dad, so we got a good apartment.
All right, then sleep over at AJ.
Yeah. I'm sure Carmen will be awake. She's a night owl.
Damon, you get an email from Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It says sunlight stake through the heart, really big guns. You can cut their head off. Why do you ask?
I emailed back. I was like, possibly ghouls are following us and just wanting to know what is a common defense, just in case their boss comes looking for us. Also, the goose is working with them.
Email back that just says the goose with a the in is italicized.
Yeah, and I send it back. I'm like, the goose the same way.
Just send the video again.
Y'all suck.
It's another few minutes before you get another email, but the follow-up email says, do you have weapons?
These guns.
And I like look at everyone. I was like, well, so I emailed Saturday, and she says that we can use sunlight to a stake through the heart, cutting off their head, or having really big guns. I don't think. And she's asking if we have any weapons.
Oh, oof. Okay. So sunlight, no, not till morning. Stake. That requires getting close to them. Cutting off your head, that pretty much works as pretty anything. Also, got to get close. And big guns. Don't have any big guns. And for weapons, I have a knife.
Everyone else?
I don't have blood. They can't bite me.
I mean, they could bite you. It just might be bleh. Like when you bite into a cookie and think it's a cookie, but it's actually soap.
What? AJ, I have questions for you. But first, I mean, what do we... we could make a simple trap with a lighter and some like hairspray or something. Like a flamethrower.
And then I messaged Saturday back. We don't have any weapons, but does like artificial light or fire, is that effective?
Follow-up email. Oh yeah, fire is effective to almost anything.
Fire's good.
I'd like to request that we don't burn down my apartment. Just a request.
We won't. But if something happens, we can try to drag that vampire outside and burn them.
Okay.
Keep
the
that in
fuck am I
mind.
saying?
Are we almost there?
Oh yeah, we'll say you got there pretty quick. You're got there.
Has anyone been following us?
Oh, you want to see if someone's been following you?
Yes.
Teddy has. He has a knife.
She's been running through.
Shit, it's another ghoul.
It's a goose. No, so the goose is just like running behind us.
With a knife in its mouth.
No.
Fuck.
Do wits plus composure.
Wits plus composure, not resolve. Composure, wits.
Or it could be resolve composure. Do whatever you do for spotting things I forgot.
No, that was just me singing out loud, clicking things.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
2 successes.
Yay.
You don't think you're being followed. You're kind of, given the high tensions and how everything's been super weird and getting more and more supernatural, you feel like you can never actually be completely certain, but you don't feel like you're being followed.
Okay. Is there like on the way a 7-Eleven?
Yeah, there is actually.
Okay. So I'm like, wait, hold on. And I just walk into a 7-Eleven, and I go through and find hair products like hairspray, buy a couple cans of that, and then like some energy drinks, and then a pack of cigarettes and a few lighters.
Let's get a bag of chips. Let's get some snacks. I don't think we've eaten anything.
And I get snacks.
Yeah.
AJ goes in and buys 2 slices of the horrible pizza that they have there.
Get the hot dog. Get the hot dogs.
The hot dogs are way better.
The dry ass
Okay, yeah.
chicken.
AJ would grab a hot dog then.
Yeah, you can put as much chili and relish and stuff on it as you want. And cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And I buy the lighters that are like, hold on, I got an example, like the crack torch lighters, like that one.
Ah, the more reliable ones.
Yeah.
AJ walks out of the 7-Eleven eating a hot dog.
The cashier's like, I need your ID for the cigarettes.
I put my ID on the thing.
You have to be 20. Is it like 21 or 25 to buy cigarettes?
21.
Okay. So yeah, you're good. Like, you're good. And as the cashier's handing your card back at you, he's like, Foster, Damien Foster. That name sounds familiar.
You go to college?
Nah, not for a while. The person looks like they're about your age, but they're like talking like they're a bit older. That thing, over by the Space Needle, right?
What about the Space Needle?
Oh man, wasn't that like in the news?
The Space Needle? I don't know.
Nah, there was like a homicide or something.
Foster's a common name.
It's kind of a coincidence though.
Yeah, and then
I think at this point, I think Steph just kind of, she hears that and just kind of like grabs Damien's arms, like, well, have a nice day.
yeah, I grab my things, and it like Damien looks kind of annoyed.
So person behind the register's like, oh yeah, have a nice day. And he just sort of like waves as you all leave.
What the hell was that? God.
I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah, did you kill someone and you didn't tell us?
No.
Or did you die? And you didn't tell us.
No,
You
I didn't
paused.
die. I had to think about it because, I mean,
He could have died during winter break. He said he didn't eat anything.
That's terrifying. That's reasonable.
that is terrifying.
No, that's she's done that before.
Died?
No.
Oh.
Not eaten.
Hmm.
You did see him drink beer.
Yeah, and he ate a protein bar.
Mm-hmm. Ate my
Maybe that's because
snacks.
he doesn't know that he's undead yet.
I
Definitely ingested
I
it.
saw you eat baked ziti.
Yeah, but I couldn't drink.
Today.
Hey, Damien, do you mind if I steal an energy drink?
Okay. Hand him an energy drink.
I
Much
op-
like,
I think everybody, it's that time of night. It's like I think everybody just like has one of these.
I'll open it and take a few sip of it. See if it
Same
settles.
reaction as the beer.
Oh God!
Not that too. Not just.
Can you drink water?
It tasted like battery acid.
How do you know what battery
it's not-
acid tastes like?
That's how they usually taste.
I don't know, but the next time I drink battery acid, I'll say it tasted like this energy drink.
Can you eat?
I managed to.
Okay, that's.
Can I get
Can you drink water?
I don't know. I'll just go back inside. I'll try stuff. I'll go in. I'll pick up like a hot dog and a bottle of water.
At this point, we're just experimenting with your like limitations.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Grab like a chocolate cake, bottle of water, some chips.
I'm pretty sure we're trying to like. Did he eat anything? Have we seen him eat anything?
I mean, he
No,
ate
no.
baked ziti when we got back during our first meeting. Remember, I brought the 2 big dishes of baked ziti.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe some story things weren't nailed out at that point, and I'm trying to explain them now.
You could even just be a delayed reaction.
I mean,
but
That's
then
true.
again, if memory serves, Promethean can eat anything and derive
If they have-
sustenance for anything.
Cool.
That's merit.
Oh, it's a merit. Do I have it?
I do.
No.
It's time to munch.
I didn't take it.
So nothing here is very good.
It all tastes like shit.
So we just keep feeding you things and you keep regurgitating.
Oh, this is awful. Are we doing this? Are we doing this outside?
I mean, we're not doing it inside.
Okay, so y'all get to the apartment.
We are delinquents.
Hey, now that we're here though, I'll just go check on Sokka. I'll be right back. All right.
Take Damien with you. Stick in groups.
All right. Damien, you
Lucas
okay
needs
to
to rest
come
for
with
his
me?
Date.
I'm fine.
Cool. We'll be back ASAP. Don't worry.
You okay on yourself, Damien?
I pulls out the hairspray and the lighter, and he's like,
Oh,
I think
no.
we'll be fine.
AJ reaches over and grabs a bag of chips from Damien and says, "Not you. Not you." And then goes to unlock the door.
I'll go. I think yeah, I'll you mind if I go, Dave? You too?
You want to come with?
Yeah.
Sure. Lucas, you okay to stay with AJ?
I think Lucas is okay with staying with me. I say because Lucas isn't here right now.
Yeah. AJ, you gonna be okay with Lucas and your roommate?
Yes. I
Sure.
will get blankets set up. No pillow fort. We don't have enough pillows. But yeah, Lucas will be staying with me, and the other 3 of you will go check on the doggo. Please give him 2 pets from me.
Will
Oh,
do.
No, I thought we were bringing the dog.
Are you bringing the dog?
Are you allowed to have a dog in here?
I am, but I don't remember if Carmen's allergic or not.
Shit.
I can ask her.
Well, ask her and I was gonna say text me. Fuck, I need a phone.
I just text me or Damien.
We can text stuff.
I give Lucas a bottle of hairspray and a lighter,
Cool.
just in case.
No, I'm fine with it.
Are we doing your hair?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so James, Steph, and Damien are going to get Sokka. Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay, so do you want to do the apartment scene first or getting Sokka first? Whichever.
Okay,
Let's
whichever.
let's just go get Sokka quick. It's not too much trouble. You go over there. It's no big deal. You don't live that far from campus, right?
No, not really.
Yeah, so you just walk over there, you get to your place. Sokka's very excited to see someone. Your place is a bit of a mess because you kind of left Sokka alone all day.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But it's not like completely trash. It's like, it seems like Sokka like maybe tipped things over and moved things around in protest, but didn't break anything.
Can Sokka get into the fridge on his own?
Probably. Sokka's
Oh.
a very smart dog. I mean, it's okay. You're not going to eat that anyway.
No.
And it's not like my fridge is very well stocked either.
He ate 3 pounds of chocolate.
Oh no.
No. But he definitely got into like hamburger meat that you had in there.
Also, it's been a good day for Sokka.
Yeah.
But yeah, he goes up to you and just sits, chills his head.
Hi, Sokka. Sorry I left you in. We're gonna go for a walk now. You wanna go for a walk?
Tail just starts wagging.
Yee, let's
And
go
he-
for a walk.
Yeah, you get Sokka. As you're leaving, you check your mail. And in your mailbox is like one of those smaller like envelopes that has the bubble wrap lining.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not marked. It's like someone put it in there themselves. And you open up, and inside is your phone with a note that says, "Be more careful, Saturday."
Oh.
She's very cool. She got me my phone back.
Oh, good. Well, that mystery's solved at least.
Yeah.
It still works, right?
I try to fiddle with it. Does it still work?
Battery seems to be dead.
Okay. That's good, because the last time we saw that phone, it fell down a rather long
But
ditch.
like physically it seems fine.
Okay, that's good.
Like it's not cracked
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah.
You think they might have actually replaced the glass on it.
Hell yeah.
There's some scratches that are missing now.
It's better than it was before.
But yeah, it's relatively uneventful. Trip, you get Sokka, you head back to the apartment. Nothing big really happens. But before you get back, you have AJ and Lucas going up there.
Uh-oh.
Is Carmen home?
Yes, Carmen is home.
Cool. What is
Carmen-
she up to?
Carmen is laying back on one of the couches. She is wearing like a robe with like a nightgown underneath and has her legs crossed, and she is playing her Switch.
I look at Carmen and go, Carmen, this is Lucas.
Hi.
We're gonna be doing his hair. Are you allergic to dogs?
Oh, hey, you brought a friend. Hey, Lucas, eh?
Yep.
Nice. What are you gonna do with the hair?
I don't know.
Can I help?
Sure.
Nice. So,
What
dog,
about-
what kind of dog? What kind of dog we talking? Big dog, little dog?
Big dog.
Big dog, good. Little dogs freak me out. I'm always afraid that I'll
Anyway.
step on them, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, there are other people coming over tonight. They're gonna sleep over tonight because their apartment.
There was people who were being like narcs, so we were trying to like stay like someplace that we'd all be together and cool, you know?
Are you afraid of something? Are you
That's
guys in
better.
trouble?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, nice. What kind of trouble?
Trespassing and espionage.
Vampires.
Oh, man. There's one thing about living in Seattle I can never stomach. It's all the damn vampires.
Yep.
Carmen, guess what?
What?
I fought a ghoul today.
A ghoul?
And the boy that I like
Oh yeah, fucking Cameron.
told me he wants to kill me
Why would you do that?
because I'm not human.
Who is nowadays?
Yeah. Anyways, good night.
I think two things. One, you said you were gonna do this one's hair.
Oh,
Two, I think you need a lot of water.
Yes.
okay.
I'm gonna lead AJ to just get some water from the kitchen.
AJ just like chugs several glasses of water, one after the other,
There you go.
then gets an extra one and says, I think your hair will be fine with you doing it.
I think you're right.
Pat, pat.
Thanks, buddy.
And they say pat, pat.
Yep.
And then they go to their room.
AJ,
Mm,
have you considered taking an ibuprofen before you go to bed?
sure.
Where are they?
Bathroom.
Okay.
Carmen, has anyone you've ever liked told you that you're not human? Because that doesn't seem
Yeah.
like a very nice thing to say.
I mean, all the time. Like, fucking, since I was 13, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, my dad called me a monster once.
What?
Yeah, when
That's
I came
fucked
out to
up.
him.
Oh, well, my mom said the same thing about me, so same situation.
It's just weird because I thought that Carmen really liked me.
Oh, well, not everyone's who you think they are.
Yeah, because he's dead.
Yeah, we're all kind of dead, though, buddy.
Hey, relatable.
Hey, AJ, here's an ibuprofen.
Hi.
Here's some water.
That's so nice of you.
You're welcome. There you go.
Thank you.
Yup.
Here's an ibuprofen.
Thanks.
No, you
Oh, I
need
already
you
have
need to-
one.
You need
Oh.
to take that, AJ, put it in your mouth, and then swallow it like all your
Okay.
regrets.
There you go.
Hey, mood. AJ takes the medicine and then is going to head to their room and pass out.
Look, don't die.
I'll sleep on my side. I'll be fine.
So hello, Lucas.
Hi, Cameron.
Carmen.
Carmen.
Yeah, Cameron's the other one. I know
That's-
it's confusing.
That's right. That's right. Interesting.
If you want, you can call me DCC. Those are my initials.
DCC. That's pretty badass. I like that.
Nice, thanks. Stands for Dave Carmen Cassidy.
Oh, rad. Okay. How you feeling, Carmen?
Why are you trying to pick me up?
Maybe.
She laughed and was like, you're all right.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Why does that keep happening?
Good stuff, I guess.
Oh, and then we'll see if it's good stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna go get everybody else. I'll be back. Nice to meet you, Hottie Carmen. And I go outside.
You just like walk outside of the apartment.
Yep.
Just can't handle it.
Nope. Every person that's hit on me has been a ghoul so far, so now I'm suspicious.
Oh no! Oh no! What we broke Lucas.
Hey, you know what? If to call me a vampire, I'm about to be like, everybody get some.
So you go outside and you close the door behind you. And
Yep.
Cross your arms, and Carmen's next to you and says, "So, how am I waiting for?"
I think 3.
3 and a dog, I gathered.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, they're
Cool.
pretty cool.
Nice.
So Carmen,
Yeah.
kind of movies you like?
You really don't know what to ask me, do you?
Are you single?
As single as one gets.
Cool. That's a weird way to say it, but all right. Yeah, want to hear something cool? I can hear dead people.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Was this a long-term thing or a recent development?
Yeah, long term. Been able to do it ever since I was a kid, you know? It's awesome. Sometimes it's weird.
I imagine.
What about you?
a
Do you have any
switch.
special talents?
Oh yeah. I got plenty, you know.
No, I really don't. It could be
Oh,
anything.
well, maybe you'll learn.
Is this a sex thing?
Huh?
I find you know what? It's a whole lot easier if I just ask.
Ask what?
Exactly.
And that's about when the rest of the group gets there.
And you see Lucas's face. He's like, oh, hey everyone. That's them. That's everyone. And the dog.
And you see, the rest of you see David Carmen Cassidy, you know, open robe with a nightgown underneath, like kind of like long hair. It's a bit curly. She just salutes you all. It's like, hey, the sleepover party.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And are any of you as wasted as the one in there?
Oh, no.
No.
Goodness. All right, come in.
Good.
So
Apartment's
what
still
was that
intact.
whole yeah. What? Sorry,
Nothing.
what?
Nothing. Nope.
Okay.
Did not say the apartment's still intact in a surprise tone.
Okay. It's like, so, AJ said like his Karen is dead.
Dead to them. Metaphorically.
They had a falling out. I don't know. It's been a day.
Okay, and they said something about the vampires.
He's really drunk.
Yeah.
They are really drunk.
Yeah. It's been a day. Like I said.
But if we get attacked by a vampire and you
Mhm.
didn't tell me, I'm gonna be upset.
It's a vampire. Vampires.
Vampire. Okay.
Also a goose. Not sure.
A goose. Vampires and a goose.
Yeah. Like I said, it's been weird. It's been a weird day. And I kind of just want to live through this weird day and maybe have a better day tomorrow.
Okay, so there's a vampire and a goose, and this one, Lucas, was it? Talks to dead people.
Yep.
Is there anything else I should know before the morning?
I can read the memory of objects.
Objects have memory?
More like psychic impressions.
Okay, great.
You're
Okay,
going to traumatize her.
Everything just happens at once every single time, am I right? Just fucking get in, sleep until morning. It's just a few hours, whatever.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, since it was like already pretty late, it's not that long until morning. The night passes kind of uneventfully. But in the morning, you get some emails from, there's a campus alert thing that will email you if there's any sort of criminal activity on campus or anything. And it said that there's been reports of break-ins at a few dorms, and to make sure to, take precautions. Like, don't let any strangers in, things like that. Make sure the doors are locked. All that stuff.
Have I been able to sleep last night?
Are you just trying to sleep on a couch or in a bed?
Yeah.
No, you're not really able to fall asleep. You end up just laying there staring up, just drowning in your own thoughts.
I'm going to spend all night then reading Mary Shelley's Frankenstein on my phone.
Okay. Do you get it? You have it plugged in to charge?
Yeah, I figure like plugged in, charging. While it's charging, I'm just reading it with the screen dimmed down to not wake anybody up.
Okay. You actually get when your phone's charged, you notice that you have an email. It's from your dad. And it says that he's coming to visit. Like, he's going to be like in the area in about a week, and he would like to stop by and visit you.
When did he send it?
Well, I mean, you lost your phone the other day, so it would have been yesterday.
I'll reply, I'm very busy with school at the moment. And just send it.
Okay. Take a note. AJ, you wake up feeling kind of sluggish, but the fact that Cameron made you drink a bunch of water and take an ibuprofen means you don't have a full-on hangover, which is good, but you were definitely kind of groggy as you wake up the next day. It looks like Cameron plugged your phone in for you, so it's mostly recharged, and you notice that you have a couple voicemails and a text message.
Okay, I checked the text message first.
It's from your mom.
Okay, what does the text message say?
It just says, I just wanted to tell you that I'm very proud of you, and I hope that your term goes really well. Love you, heart.
AJ would just text back something along the lines of, I miss you. I hope everything's going well with company and with all your meetings and how busy you are. I'll do my best this term. I'm gonna do great. And then looks at the voicemails. Not listens to them yet. Looks at who they're from.
Two of them are from your dad.
Okay.
One of them is from a number you don't recognize.
In a stunning turn of events, I will listen to the ones from my dad first.
Okay. One of them is like very obvious, like after you hung up, and it's kind of like, AJ, I don't hang up on me. I just and then you shuts off. And then one is probably from the next morning, and then it says, Hey, AJ. I'm sorry I got angry. I'm still working through some things. Um, to be honest, I really just wanted to talk to you to try to start working things out. I know I haven't been great. I haven't even been good. And I don't expect you to forgive me. I don't even want you to forgive me. I just want you to know that I want to try to make things better. And you might not want to hear it, but I do love you. And if there's anything you need, just let me know. You don't even need to contact me directly. You can just send me a text or an email and I'll do what I can if that's better for you. But I would really like it if you would call me back. But whatever you do, I hope you do well this term. I'm proud of you. But it ends there.
AJ would delete the first one, the one where he's kind of angry, and then like go delete the second one and then stop, kind of pause for a moment and consider it, sigh, and then listen to the unlisted one.
Well, it's not unlisted, it's just a number you don't recognize.
Unrecognizable number.
Yeah, what is... heck, what was it? I'm sorry, like I had an idea for this, but then it like left my brain.
That's so valid.
I'm sorry, could we like maybe come back to this later?
Yeah, sure. We can cut the scene, or I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll just say everyone's up now. And actually Cameron is up before all of y'all.
Carmen?
Carmen. I was looking at Cameron's name in my notes, and that's why I said it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Carmen's up, and she is just up and about wearing like a t-shirt and shorts, and she's making waffles.
Damien would have woken up before everyone and left.
Oh. So Damien is left.
Is
Since I'm not sleeping,
Yeah.
would I have
James wouldn't be
noticed
asleep.
Damien leaving?
Man, it is a small apartment.
I wasn't sneaking out, and Carmen probably locked the door after me.
So yeah, James, you'd know that Damien, you probably would have known it as he was leaving. Do you want to like rewind time and go back to then?
Well, I just want to ask him, Damien, are going to be okay outside?
I look at the sun being up, and I was like, I think it's safer, but just have everyone check their emails, and we'll meet up later. And then just kind of starts making his way out.
Okay, so back to morning when everyone's up.
Yeah, I think Steph does. The apartment have like a balcony?
No, it does not.
All right, then I think Steph's just gonna first thing just kind of just sit outside and just having a bit of a smoke. Just sits.
Outside the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Because I mean, she's be a jerk, but she's not enough to jerk. Just like have the weed smoke inside the house.
It should be noted that Carmen definitely like usually smells kind of weed too. So
yeah, I think she's probably been yelled at enough, or she just kind of does it by instinct.
And everyone else?
No, go ahead.
I don't know. You go.
I was saying that AJ is kind of mulling over that text from their mom, kind of just thinking about it and thinking about like this semester and last semester and everything that's happened, and they're kind of just mulling over that before leaving their room.
Yeah, I knew that would get to AJ.
Oh yeah, of course.
Actually,
If
what were you saying?
I was gonna say, if that's all right with all of you, I would also need to head out for a bit.
That's fun.
Okay. So Damien, you are sending the group an email, right?
Yep.
All right.
It's sent out at 7 a.m.
Oh God, he was up that early.
Okay, so it's there when everyone wakes up. And do you want, Damien, why don't you just tell everyone what it says and they can decide if they read it or not?
It says, I'll do it in his voice too. Hey everyone, could you meet me at 32nd and John Street, Seattle, Washington, 98109 at noon, if you could please. Thank you for your time, Damien Foster.
Oh God, that's how I end my emails. Okay, so that's what you have when you all wake up.
Noon.
Well, I'll be there at noon. I just gotta head out. That's something I need to take care of.
AJ doesn't read the email, and kind of just walks out of their room when I'm assuming James is saying that he needs to leave. And they say, yeah, you all need to go, actually.
But pancakes.
Waffles. I made
Waffles.
waffles. Why do they gotta go?
You all need
Do
to
I have
leave.
to go?
No. Carmen, you can stay, but
Okay.
I could. I got a big day of watching cartoons ahead of me.
So actually, I have a question for James.
Yeah,
Did you take the dog? Because if not, I'm gonna take them with me.
dog is still there. Saka is still in the apartment.
Sako is just like curled up at the on one of the couches.
Let's go, Saka.
Sako just like jumps up and follows after you. He's very excited. He definitely likes Lucas the best.
At least you make sense. I'm gonna head outside. You have my number if you need me, AJ. It's nice to meet you, Carmen.
Yeah, and I can get your number if I need it.
Yes. And I don't look at AJ after that comment, and I leave.
And Carmen just turns to AJ and says, "That was kind of funny."
Carmen,
Yeah,
they aren't invited back here
why not?
again. Can't do it. I can't keep hanging around with them.
I mean, this is all pretty crazy. You just invite them all to sleep over, and then you're just like, "Oh, I can't hang out with them anymore." It's
I had a
Like,
wake
if
up
you-
call. All right.
yeah.
Yeah. I have to focus on other things. My study, my schoolwork. I have to focus on making sure I do well in classes this year. I'm not as smart as them. I have to work twice as hard to get half as far.
All right, well, I mean, if that's what you think is best, that's what you think is best.
And AJ just thinks of like the text message from their mom and the voicemail from their dad and says, yeah, I think that's probably for the best.
Okay, but if I wanted to, could I go and see Lucas not here?
Yes.
All right, cool.
I'm
I
not going
don't
to say
know.
you
I'll make
can't
it you on.
be friends or whatever you're planning on doing. But yes.
I just don't want to make you uncomfortable, Rumi. You do pay half the rent.
Fair. And AJ would pull up the email after it's probably like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock ish, heading to class after like having breakfast and getting ready for the day and stuff. And they would reply all on the email and say, I hereby rescind my membership in the Oral Histories Club, and send that email.
Mm.
Okay, so Damien, you're already at this place when you get that email. At this address. Did anyone from the group head straight there, or has everyone gone their own way first?
What day is today?
It's Saturday.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I think Steph has really no place to go. She looks like shit still, so like she barely got some sleep and the same clothes, so she might as well just head over there. Maybe salvage this thing, taking a few pictures by this in the surrounding area, because I know there's like the space needle and all that stuff down there. There's trees and shit.
Does Lucas head down there right away, or does Lucas take his time?
I'm just gonna head down there right away. Might as well.
Okay. Well, before y'all get there, Lucas is there first, for sure, because, or not Lucas, Damien is there for sure first, because Damien left first and went there first. So Damien, you arrive at this address, which is right next to this alleyway. Do you want to describe the alleyway and maybe the significance of it?
So this alleyway, it's very, during the day, it looks very pleasant, and I'm kind of looking at a picture because it actually exists in Seattle.
Yeah, I just did on it. I picked it before the game.
That's
So
Okay.
it's actually a dead-ended alleyway that leads down probably halfway or a majority of the block. And he's sitting outside, I believe, I forgot the name of that building already, the housing something. He's just kind of sitting out there publicly. It's very well lit right now. And it's a very significant area to Damien. And as more people shows up, he'll get into an explanation of that. Yes.
Does Steph know what this is?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So she is still in here. So she knows what's coming, basically. And I think on her way there, she gets herself a coffee. I think she just gets Damien a coffee because, yeah.
Yes, but before any of you get there, Damien, actually, when you arrive, someone is there, just sort of crouched in the middle of the alleyway with a hand on the ground. They're like that for a few moments before they look up, and he's this sort of like skinnier African American man, and he looks up at you and says, "Oh, hi." And he's very awkwardly just sort of straightens up and adjusts himself.
Did you lose something?
Oh no, just he pauses for a minute and takes a breath and says, "Just a friend passed away here a while back, ages ago. I just stop by occasionally to pay respects."
What happened?
Honestly, not sure. I mean, the police say stuff, but not sure I believe what's written, you know?
Oh, what was your name?
Oh, sorry. He extends his hand to you and says, "Name's Nolan."
I shake his hand. Does anything weird happen when he shakes my hand?
Like, do you... Like weird how?
Like when Stephanie touches something and she goes into like a trance-like state or anything like that.
Oh, you want to see if you like get an aura off of him?
Yes.
Well, let me just like roll some dice, see if yes or no. Some
Ooh.
GM roll go, just because I love this app. Okay, wow, that is a lot of successes. So
Oh,
yeah,
no.
suddenly you just get like a big, like as you touch his hand, you're not trying to look, but just instantly you just see an aura around him, and it's very like strong, and it's like a bright blue with some lines of silver in it, and it's definitely like since you've been exposed to some supernatural things, you're able to sort of now get the sense of human versus not human. And it's definitely human, but it's almost like human plus almost. And that's sort of like what you get. And and unlike most aura things, it doesn't really just fade right away. It sort of sticks in your eyes, sort of like when you stare at a light.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the spot.
I try my best to not be to act cool through all this, and go. It was very nice to meet you, Nolan. Who's your friend that died here?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It was like 18 years ago or so. I really should move on by now.
What did they ever catch who did?
No, not sure it would make it better if they did. Anyway, take care of yourself. And he just brushes past you and walks away.
Damien will remember that.
Okay, so Steph is the first one to get there, I think. Steph left around the same. Did Steph leave before Lucas?
I think so,
Whichever
yeah.
one left first
Yeah,
gets there
I think.
first.
She probably smoked and took a smoke and probably just decided to go off on her own.
I'd say Steph.
Yeah, Steph gets there first, and then AJ kicked out Lucas. So Steph gets there first. Lucas will come in a little bit. Scene, go.
Hey, Damien?
Hi.
Hey, I got your message. Is this about the convenience store last night?
Partly. It that stuck in my head a little bit. But I think it's best to talk about it, and then talk about what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened before you got here?
Yeah, you told me. She looks at I think at this point you kind of notice that she doesn't want to go near the alley. She kind of knows what it is. So anything like she'll stop like kind of at the entrance and just make a motion to like come over here. I think this is what the first thing that she did. She does not want to go in there. I think I got you something. I figured you may need it. I don't know if you ate or anything, but I got some coffee because I sure as hell needed it this morning. Jeez.
Oh, yep. He grabs the coffee and he's like drinking it. He's like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I'm alive enough. I feel like shit. God, just all the running. I think I still have some bruising up. I think an asshole hit me pretty hard.
AJ left the group.
Yeah, I saw that on the way. They seemed, I mean, at the best, kind of standoffish about the whole, whatever, all this stuff that's going on, and I'm not entirely sure I blame them. But
no, I mean, I think it'd be easier to live in that sort of bliss of not realizing what the world's really like, I think.
Yeah. But the only thing is, though, that they may think that. But the people we ran into, the people who are looking for us, don't seem to care about that.
No. Yeah. I'm worried about a lot of things currently, and one thing that comes to mind about this is that
Mm-hmm.
if they know where we live, I worry about our loved ones, and anything in regards to that. So,
Shit, that's right. I should talk to him at some point. I didn't even think about that. Jeez.
yeah, they might just come after us, but I mean, if we prove difficult, I mean, what if they do target us like that?
I guess that just means we have to figure out something before that happens, I guess. Like, I don't know. That's the thing that's weirded me out about this thing. I'm not entirely sure. Like, we've done small things, here and there. This is big. And I'm not stuff with last night. I'm not sure if I can deal with it. Like, I almost got everybody killed last night trying to go down there. I didn't know it was there. And look what happened. Look what happened to James. Look what happened with everybody.
Yeah. I think that's why I also kind of want everyone to come here too, to address that question.
Yeah. It's not the same.
On that note, talking about everyone being there, I know Lucas is probably going to get there about now, but before we get into Lucas's introduction, I would like to know what James is up to.
James is heading back to Gaswork Park.
Going back.
He wants to go back down the tunnel.
Well, you already know that it's there, and the entrance is pretty much there for people like you. So you make it inside pretty easily. There is like the occasional jogger and such out, but it's still pretty cold out, so there aren't that many people visiting the park. So you just need to wait a bit to be able to make your way down underground into those long halls and tunnels beneath the city.
And I want to head back to the door, the hatch that we went through last time.
The leading into the facility?
Yeah, I basically want to go back to see Saturday and Cameron.
Ah. Oh, I thought you meant like the hatch where y'all fought the Pit King.
No.
Okay. Yeah, you get inside. Another Promethean. The shimmering of their sort of appearances is more frequent, so you definitely can see more of their true faces. It's sort of more coming into focus. It's almost like the more you understand about yourself, the more you can see around you. And one of the people minding the door, they set up like actual guards at the doors now because of all y'all's activities. A person there just like, eh.
Hey. Is Saturday here?
Saturday's always here.
Cool. Can I talk to her?
Yeah, no problem. She's in the library right now, I think. I mean, that's usually where she is when she doesn't have a patient.
Cool.
Oh, down this hall, make a right, another right, then a left, and then it'll be the fourth door on the left.
Right, left, fourth door. All right.
Yeah.
This is a pretty big compound you've got here.
Compound sounds creepy.
Home?
Home's a bit better, I guess.
Anyway, thanks.
We more call it a hovel. You're new, aren't you?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, good luck. It gets easier.
How long have you been
On the road,
Yeah.
18 years.
That's a lot. Cool. And I go in without saying another word.
Yeah. So doesn't take you long to get to find the library. There are two people hanging out front, but they don't make a fuss as you go in. It's very obvious. Everyone can just tell that you're another Promethean, and they just accept you and no questions asked. And you walk into this library, and the architecture in here is very different. It looks like someone decided that they wanted to recreate there is a library on the UW campus that people call the Harry Potter library. Let me just pull up a image, but it's basically a really fancy reading room in UW with like high arched ceilings and shelves, like windows along the walls and all these shelves of books, and it looks almost like a cathedral.
Yeah, I found a picture. This is wow.
It looks like someone tried to recreate that underground, but instead of windows, it's just shelves up to the height of those windows, and there are those ladders on wheels that you can slide around to get to the higher shelves. And there are a few other individuals in there. It's a very like diverse group of kinds of Prometheans. There are those that are like you, made from human parts. There's one that looks like they were made like from bronze. A few that they look almost robotic. And like in the way back, sitting cross-legged on the floor with just like a big circle of books around them, just leaning over one, is Saturday.
I'll approach Saturday and kneel down. Hi.
Saturday just like looks up like surprised, like she was very much into the book and like lost a sense of what was around her, and says, hello. Hi.
I need help.
With what?
Well, the whole me thing. I don't.
You mean being Promethean, not a human?
Yeah. Look, I tried to eat, I tried to drink, I puked it all out.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I can't sleep.
Oh. Didn't I tell you before? I thought I told you before.
No.
Yes. You won't be able to sleep with just normal, like, it's, well, there's a lot of other explaining that goes to explain this, but just to be concise, you will need to sleep near either a fire, not in a fire, fire is bad for you, don't touch fire, but near like a fireplace is fine, or some sort of very active electrical system, like an electrical grid. We have one down here. The electricity is honestly safer for you.
Yeah, I don't think I have that at home. Can't I just
No,
fall
I don't
asleep
think
in front of the TV?
No, that's not quite right. Do you want me to go into the math of that? Like, are you familiar with electromagnetism, with the physics and the joules and everything? Did you take physics?
I took sociology.
Okay, so that just long story short answer, no.
Okay. And I look at my phone. What time is it?
Let's say it's about 9,
Okay.
10.
So I got a few more hours. Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions?
Oh no, I don't mind at all.
Okay. So I don't need to eat or drink.
Well, I mean, it's not a matter of need to. Like, it's more like you can't. Obviously, you need to be sustained through other means, though. But eating, drinking, not going to work out for you so great.
Okay, so what do I need to do to stay alive?
You really need like a mentor, don't you? You don't know who created you?
I have no idea.
Because usually that person like looks after you for a while until you get your like training wheels off, and then you're good.
No.
I think what would be best if we set you up with a mentor thing, like that Big Brother program. We need to get you a big brother.
Sure.
Which I think it would best match with you with whatever your
Can you be
your
my big
refinement
brother?
is. Oh, you want me? I'm not a brother type, but I could try.
Well, I mean, you seem to know a lot about what's going on.
Well, I mean, everyone here does.
Oh. Okay. What's a refinement?
Yes. Oh, that is basically your the path that you follow to try to achieve true humanity.
Wait, I can become human again?
Oh yes, you would know that. In theory, yes. It is all we all are searching for here. We have different approaches to do it, and it is generally understood that you need to explore multiple areas to make true progress, but you always have to start somewhere.
So I can become human again.
That's what the goal is. That's what all of this is for.
Okay, cool.
And with that, Lucas shows up with Damien and stuff.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I keep hard cutting between things.
No, that's okay. I thought they were showing up here, and I was like, wait, what?
Sorry.
Surprise.
Just switching harshly back, like, down south to that alleyway.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
So I guess you inherited the dog.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I like the dog. The dog's nice. Aren't you, Sokka? Yeah.
Sokka just sort of like leans against your leg and looks up at you.
You're a good one.
I'm gonna try to pet Sokka.
Sokka like moves his nose to like sniff at your hand a bit first, but then eventually lets you pet him.
That's an improvement.
That is.
He's gotten used to you after that night at the apartment.
An animal has liked me. Aspiration made.
Also, James, you got that aspiration of getting everyone to go out for a drink with you.
Yeah. And does it also count as my aspiration to get a phone?
Yes.
Cool. That's 2 inspirations knocked down.
Nice.
Anyway, back into the fiction of the scene.
So why are we here?
Well, is it like noon?
It's getting there. Probably.
I was gonna get into all that. I was gonna see who showed
AJ?
up.
Jay isn't coming.
Didn't you get the follow-up email from him? He left the
They.
group.
They.
They.
I didn't check my phone. I just kind of came here.
Oh, yeah. They left the group.
Like the group message.
Like,
No.
too weird, had enough
Oh, I mean,
sort of message.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
A lot of time in grief, when it becomes overwhelming, one of the best ways to cope is to remove yourself from the situation. Which, if that's what they had to do, at least they're making healthy choices.
I mean, that's good for them, but
It's not about us. They,
I'm not talking about us.
yeah.
I'm talking about the them that is keeping us from going home.
So here's the thing: if AJ is removing themselves from this, they're probably safer than we are right now.
I wish I had your optimism, honestly, Lucas.
I'm just reasonable. We're all we've been doing is getting ourselves in trouble and running around, and there's 1,000 different things happening, and we're trying to do this all on our own, and we can't.
And I am
people.
And I am hoping that I see you after that little date. And hopefully they don't eat you.
So here's the thing: you're assuming something's going to go wrong, and then you'll feel worse when it does. But guess what, Steph? Being right isn't going to make you feel any better.
Oh, it's not. I'm not saying this is not an I told you so situation. This is a
what?
I'm warning you situation.
Steph, you're warning me, and then you dive into things by yourself. You're not necessarily the most reasonable person either.
No,
But none of
I
us
shouldn't
are.
have.
And we need to stop pretending that we are. We're just people. The sad truth is, if we can't find Carol, she wouldn't want us to be continuously putting ourselves in danger either. You can't save someone else if you can't save yourself.
It's easy to say that.
It's not easy to say that. But the problem is, apparently I'm the only one who's considering that.
No, because I've lived that. And you know what?
What?
Not saving them isn't a great thing to live with either.
Yes, but at least we're living.
Yeah.
Because if you die trying to find Carol and she's still alive, she's going to blame herself. And then all you did was make someone else guilty.
I don't want to have this conversation anymore.
I think we have to.
I don't want to have it.
Then what conversation are we going to have?
At this point, Damien's looking at his watch and he's seeing if James is showing up.
I mean, technically, James would still pay attention to the time and leave to get there for noon.
Okay, so James gets there. Does he drive? Take the bus?
Take the bus.
Okay, so yeah. There may be like 2 minutes late, but you get there.
Sorry I'm late.
Hey, James. How you feeling today?
Bit better.
Oh no, Steph. Oh, you're okay.
That was a weird time for that to happen. I did not
Yeah.
mean to do that. That
Our
was weird.
camera's okay.
Whoa.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, and at the same time, my internet hiccup.
Yeah.
We're fine. Okay, so back into this fiction of the scene.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm doing good.
Hanging in there.
Saturday told me that I could become human again.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
So
That's good.
that's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
It's amazing, James.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think this is all of us are going to be here.
Why? Where's AJ?
You didn't check
AJ
your
needs some time.
yeah. Check your email.
AJ needs to let themselves live their own life, which is fair.
Yeah. I feel bad though. Is all.
Well, that's because you care, which is it. Honestly, James, I know that you've found out that you might not be considered human, but your sympathy and empathy are one of the most human things about anybody.
Thanks.
What were you saying, Damien?
Oh, why we're all here. Well, follow me. And then he like starts walking down the alley. And he's walking up to that point, and you see him like pull out of his like when you're like looking at his back, you see him like pull something out of his pocket and then kind of stop a little bit, and all of a sudden like smoke starts puffing out as he's lit up a cigarette. And he's walking down to about where that guy was had his hand on the ground and is like standing there and kind of like looking at it and then looking at the scene and just waiting for everyone to walk up.
And walk up slowly.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. Damien, where you're standing, that's where it happened, right?
Yeah. So
I'm gonna walk over here and I'm gonna try and avoid that if you don't.
So and he kind of like turns around and he's like smoking a cigarette, and I'll have a pencil for the cigarette. And he is kind of like looking around, and like in his head, he's kind of like looking at the scene as he's like from pictures and like putting everything together. And he looks at James and Lucas, and he's like, "This is where my parents were killed. It happened about 18 or so years ago, maybe a little longer. I'm sketchy on the details. I can't remember. I was only probably 2 at the time. But my father was here. My mother is, we don't know where my mother is. She's presumed dead by now. My father had no blood in his body, and he had knife wounds, as I remember, whereas it was detailed to me. No suspect was ever caught or anything like that, but especially now with the revelation of things that are supernatural do exist, more possibilities are opening in my head where a dead end I was met with before. Really, and he looks at James and Lucas and even Stephanie at this point. With AJ leaving the group, it really comes down to the decision is if we proceed to go looking for Carol or leave it alone, this life might follow us, honestly, especially with everything, how secretive it is. Some people might want to keep those secrets, and they might do whatever they can to shut us up, honestly. So we have to make a decision if we want to keep pushing with this, or do we let things be and go back to what they were.
I can't not regarding Carol. And I did say that I would help you with this, so you know where I stand on that.
I'm gonna look over to James.
I guess I'm part of that world now, whether I want to or not.
I look down at Sokka. And then I look up at Damien. So what are you asking specifically?
Well, I mean, this is kind of a moment where I guess that it's, if you proceed forward, I don't think there's any turning back, especially if we go to that hospital and we find something or disrupt something that's bigger than all of us. Things might come after us, and our lives are gonna change after this. I mean, they've changed so far since this began.
Steph, do you have a family? I don't really know about your family.
Yes, I do.
Damien, I understand partially why you brought us here because of the weight of it, but not telling where we were going ahead of time is kind of unfair. Because you made an ultimatum in a place that has so much grief for you. And we've been talking about whether people are human or not, and this almost feels like a moment that's testing my own humanity, and I hate that.
And Lucas. It's then when you hear a familiar voice from behind you, just say, Lucas, is that you?
Turn around.
As you turn around, you see a very familiar figure, a very familiar face, standing not far from where Damien's father was killed. And it's your father.
Thank you, Kika, so much. Continue.
No one else can see him right now, though.
Yep, just kind of looking past Damien.
Oh no.
He says, Lucas, what are you doing here?
I was asked to be here. And I'm speaking out loud, looking past Damien.
Oh, I think Steph gives Damien like a look, like,
Why are you here?
I don't know. I keep getting pulled back here. I thought my friend would be here, but he never was, and I just couldn't figure out why. I needed to figure it out. I knew something happened to him that I wasn't explained by anything normal.
Did your friend have a child by chance?
He just looks very sad and just full of regret, and he just says, yes.
Did he ever talk about a child named Damien?
Yes. You did.
I know Damien.
You do?
I do. Damien is the reason that I'm standing here right now.
Are you trying to solve this?
He is, partially, and seems like he might have some inkling and of idea why.
Lucas, you need to be careful. I never got to tell you this, but there are things in this world beyond explanation. I know you know this because you can see me right now, but
Dad, I've met ghouls.
you've met ghouls?
Yeah.
You need to be careful. Lucas,
Yes, Dad.
I used to hunt things. Damien's father was one of my friends.
Does Mom know
Specifically
about this?
Your mother and I have an understanding on this matter. Had I Lucas, look at me. I am so sorry. I can't be there for you. You are the best thing I've ever done in my life, and you are better than anything I could have ever imagined.
Are you saying the reason that you're gone is because you got involved in this?
I'm saying I'm gone because this wouldn't let me not be involved. I don't know how much longer I'll be here. It's erratic. I get pulled here and then I'm gone again, and I don't know why, but I just want you to know how much I love you, and I stay safe. Whatever you do, be careful. And then he disappears.
And then you see Lucas start crying, and like he grips the leash very tightly. That's not fair. That's not fair. It's not fair.
And past where you saw your father, further down the alley, you see another figure. It's definitely not a ghost. It's a person walking down almost like towards you, like they expect you to be there. And I would like a description of Anatore.
So Anatori is about 6'2", very lithe, very thin. They have dark brown hair, dark brown skin, and their hair is completely red and pulled back. They're wearing this leather jacket that's almost perfectly fitted with dark blue jeans and these leather boots, and a white t-shirt, and they are strikingly beautiful. And they walk into the alley and they say, well, what are a bunch of kids doing here?
Why is everyone so beautiful?
What are you doing here?
I appreciate the compliment, Damien.
Wait,
How?
who the fuck are you?
Who? Yeah.
My name is Anatori de Rosa. It is very nice to meet you all. But you all know me by another name. You know me as AJ.
And I think there is a good place for us to stop tonight's session of our vampire story.
Oh no.
I've been watching a lot of freaking LA by Night. I'm sorry. But we'll end our session for tonight.
My notes say Antonio, and then in parentheses, is AJ, what the fuck? And very...
Anatori.
Anatori, okay, yeah.
Anatori de Rosa.
Hey.
Thank you, everybody, for stopping by for tonight's session of Seattle by Streetlight. Let's take a moment to have our cast members reintroduce themselves, tell us who they are, and where you can find them. Let's go the opposite direction from before and start with McLogan.
Hi, I'm McLokin. I am still trying to figure out how I feel about what is going on, and I love that I have no idea what's going on, and it's great. This is... Oh, God, there's so much to, like, unpack right now. There was, like, a lot we found out this episode, and it was fantastic. Like, there's, like, a lot of lore that we're kind of, like, just, like, delving into, and it's great. And I have 9,000 questions that I'm probably going to have to write out in my notes now of what's going on. And who is Nolan? I need to find that out eventually here. And figuring out what's going on with Lucas. The goose is actually working with the vampire, finding out more about the Prometheans. There's so much, and I'm so excited. Yeah, my name is McLokin. You guys can follow me on my Twitter at McLokin. I usually tweet out when I'm going to be on shows. Like tomorrow, I'm going to be on Colba Press playing my Gnome Ranger. Same time, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then actually today, Dark Fortunes podcast dropped their first episode of the first character introduction. So you guys can go find that, I believe, at anchor.fm/Dark Fortunes or wherever you can find a podcast and go give it a listen. And yeah, it was really, I listened to it last night. It was a really good episode. I wasn't in that episode per se. They're introducing the characters one at a time. So I recorded my episode over the weekend. So I'm super excited to see all of us like get together and start jumping on that campaign, which is a Humblewood campaign. So I play an animal person, and I'm excited about that one. But yeah, that's me.
You're muted, Kika.
Yeah, I saw. Next up, we'll swing around to Gabe, if you're
Hi.
not too shook.
Oh, no, that was great. Hi, I'm Gabe, Gabe James Games on Twitch, Twitter, and pretty much everywhere else. You can find me on Wednesday at 2 o'clock in Encounter Roleplay playing a elf thief who just adopted a rat child, which is a whole weird thing, but we'll come into that. And then on the Mythic Grove channel at, I think, 7, maybe 8, I don't know. Playing a interesting surprise character that the party doesn't know about, and some of them are watching this, so I didn't spoil anything. I pay attention. That was intense. Good Lord, my poor child, Lucas. Oh no, what did you do? Oh, my son.
Shauna?
Hey, Shauna Flanksters on Twitter, where I post for all the games I do, as well as post art, including the these latest ones, which are the all the character portraits I did. And you can catch me on as well on this on Mondays on Encounter Roleplay for the Crownlands, where we are a bunch of horse people that just basically act like used car salesmen, but instead of cars, it's horses. And our lord almost died trying to show off one of the horses, so that's going well. Good times. And then on Saturdays at 6:30 on Power Score RPG, it's Hell's Rebels, where we are a bunch of terrible, spoiled, yet powerful nobles. And we act badly, and it goes our way, so we see no reason not to act badly. And it's a disaster for everyone. That isn't us.
Simon?
Hi, I'm Simon at Wandering DM at Wandering _DM on Twitter, Wandering DM on Twitch. You can find me every week here playing James. Otherwise, on Tuesdays on my channel, we play Dark Matter, D&D in Space. On Wednesdays, it's Strain Danger House, a mix between a talk show and a cartomancy reading for your characters. So if you're interested in both promoting a show and having a cartomancy reading done for one of your OC, leave me a message or check out Chris Geary on Twitter. On a Thursday, we play Mask. On Friday, we play Cyberpunk. And on Saturdays, we play Vampire the Masquerade. That's my whole week.
And then last, but certainly not least, AJ and AJ, played by Russ.
Hi, I'm Russ, also known as Russ Wild. I go on Twitter and most other places as @RussWildest. You can find me here on Mondays at 8 p.m. playing this game. On Saturdays, you can find me playing Neverland 5e on Welcome to the Parties channel at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you like podcasts, you can find me on Prism Pals as the GM for our all LGBTQ plus all ages adventure. And we will be starting up season 2, I believe, next week or in 2 weeks, something like that. We're starting it up soon. So if you haven't listened yet, go ahead and give that a listen.
And I, as always, am your storyteller. Well, not always, because there was that 1 week, but I'm your storyteller, Kika, at KikaVio on Twitter. You can find me here next Monday and the Monday after for our final 2 episodes of this season of Seattle by Streetlight. Thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon. And stay safe, stay in the light.